that they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock it tech. You want the chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
Welcome to Root Zones, bringing you the good news and the bad news of crypto. My name is Wayne.
And my name is Manish.
And if you like money in crypto, make sure to hit the subscribe button. So today, guys, we're going to do slightly something different. I think it's a very important video that myself and Manish wants to show you guys so you can be clear in terms of investing in the crypto space. So today, Poseidon, the founder of CxCoin, taking over $500,000 from the liquidity pool of the token that he founded. So check out this interview by CryptoZilla or Coffeezilla. Let me just share that. Here we go.
Yo,
what's up?
what's up?
Hey, man. Hey, yeah, I wanted to call because I know we've talked about CxCoin before, and you said, hey, let you know if anything's suspicious. And things are looking mad suspicious. It looks like the coin got rugged. You know anything about that?
Not rugged, but
Well, someone pulled all the liquidity out. That's a rug, right?
that would be a rug, yes. But there is still liquidity in there.
What? The majority got ripped out, right? What? 40K got left and 300K got ripped out or something like that?
Yeah, that is exactly what happened.
Right. Are you laughing? Is that funny?
No.
Okay, but right. So, do you want to tell me what happened, or?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Basically, the coin was inactive for a long time. The crypto market is crashing, and obviously, I'm not going to let $300,000 go to waste and crumble into nothing if BNB goes to $50. So I took out what wasn't necessary in the liquidity based on the trade volume, and I left enough in there for people to buy or sell or whatever they want to do.
Wait, what do you mean go to waste? That's how people get out, right? Liquidity is how people get out. If you rip 300K out, that's 300K that people can't get out.
Right, but there's 42K in the liquidity right now, so that's
literally nothing.
There's not much money invested into the coin at this point.
Right, but you understand, you called this thing a long-term project from the get-go, right? You told everybody it wasn't a scam. You had these videos where you said you were joking, where you said you'd scam people as soon as you thought the money was going to be basically taken away. You were going to rip it out from under everybody. And then I asked you about it. You said you were joking. It doesn't seem like a joke anymore. It seems like you scammed your fans.
No, not a scam.
You don't think withdrawing 300K is a scam? At the time the project needs it the most?
No, I don't think so. It's there's no trade volume on the coin, bro. It's inactive. I didn't want to do the coin anymore.
Well, people were waiting for you to really deliver on the marketing, the marketing wallet. Nobody knows what happened with that. Because you were promising to get influencers on board. People were basically waiting to deliver. I think it was inactive because there wasn't a lot of you basically hyped up this coin. You took a bunch of people's money to invest, and then you're just taking the money as soon as the coin dies down for a bit?
Well, I'll put it this way. So when I released the coin, obviously I had good intentions with it. There was a lot of shit that happened when I released the coin. Twitter got banned, all this different stuff. The coin dumped, and obviously everyone said it was scam and all this stuff. Influencers aren't going to want to work with that, for one. And for two, it already had so much bad publicity and SEO that it just was it just wasn't going to work with the visions that I had.
Right. So at that case, your first impulse is to just grab for the money that's still there?
I mean, I wouldn't say that's my first impulse, but
What's basically as soon as the liquidity got unlocked, that's what you did, right? So
I mean, what's the alternative?
the alternative is at minimum people can try to get their money back, right? Because that's not your money, that's people's investment who believed in you, and you said it was a long-term project, you're going to be working on it for years to come, whatever. And then you do the opposite. I don't know how this could, like, how you could not see this as a total scam. This was a scam. You said something, it wasn't delivered, and then you took the money. That's a scam, you know?
Well, I used we made the platform. I used it. People weren't donating with it. I don't really know, like obviously it just wasn't working out. So it's not a scam. I tried, but it just didn't work out, and it already had so much bad publicity on it that I just didn't want anything to do with it anymore.
The coin was a fork of another coin. The integration got hacked day one. I mean, the platform really didn't work. And then you weren't pushing with using the marketing wallet. This wasn't, I mean, if you're saying you tried, no, you didn't. Like, this wasn't a very hard try. I've been looking through your Telegram. The Telegram's been inactive. You've been inactive from the Telegram is what I mean. It's not like the community has seen you around, seeing you trying, and they gave up. You stopped trying. They stopped caring because you stopped trying. And then you withdrew all the money while the people who are still investing, holding on, are still believing that, like, you're going to come back and basically save them with updates and stuff like that. Do you understand why that's, like, seems really messed up?
I mean, like I said, the coin had so much bad publicity that no influencers were going to work with it, and it was very stressful.
But it had bad publicity because you were on the record saying that you were going to take everyone's money and run. Then you said that wasn't true. And then now you've taken everyone's money and run because you said, oh, it had bad publicity. But that bad publicity was from you, and then you carried through on what you said.
Yeah, I mean, mistakes were made, and I was joking about that when I said that. But at this point, like I said, the coin is inactive. I don't want to work on it anymore because it's just, it just wasn't working out.
I don't know what you mean by inactive, though. Because you are like the team that's creating it. If you stopped working on it, it's inactive. But if you didn't stop working on it, then it's not inactive. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I haven't been working on it for months. That's what I mean.
You haven't been working on it?
No.
Right. So your justification for pulling all the money out is you stopped working on it. So then that's what makes it okay for you to take the money.
Well, okay, so I didn't want to work on the coin anymore. So the alternative is to just leave $300,000.
No, the alternative is tell your community you're not working on the coin anymore. It was a big mistake. Pull your money out, guys.
I mean, I thought that was self-explanatory when I haven't been active for months with it.
You thought it was self-explanatory, but you didn't say it? So you really think that if you told everyone, hey guys, this is a failed project, I'm not doing it anymore, people would have just left that money there? You literally think the money would have just been burned? It would have gone to nobody. You don't think you could have tried to get people's money back?
Like I said, there's $42,000 in the liquidity still. There's not a lot of money invested.
You took out 300,000. I mean, if we do the math, you took out almost 90% of the liquidity. So you took out 90% of the money, right? Why not try to give that back to your fans who invested?
They still have the ability to sell, and they can get money. There's
$40,000 left to split between all of them. I'm saying you took out $300,000. Why not give that back to your fans, the people who invested in this?
Well,
you only invested $50K. You told me. So why not just look, you've already been paid. You've already been made whole. You didn't deliver on the platform. You didn't do what you said you were going to do. You said you got bored with the platform. I guess like if that's your thing, you just made a big mistake, give the money back. You've been made whole. No one's hurt. The way I see it, though, you've taken $250K that really doesn't belong to you.
I mean, I guess that's one way to put it. I think
it's
of it.
the way to put it.
Sure. Okay. I think
you
of
haven't
it.
done anything. You haven't created any value. You just made empty promises that you didn't deliver on. You said you got bored, and then you dipped out of the project and said you thought it was self-explanatory.
I'll put it this way. If I invest into a coin and it's not active for months, I'm going to just sell what I bought, because why would I hold money in there if it's not active for months? That's what I mean by self-explanatory.
So you think people just should have known that they shouldn't, at a certain point, they just shouldn't give you the benefit of the doubt. They should just basically take their money and run.
If deadlines aren't met, yeah, that's like the responsibility of the investor.
So they were dumb to give you the benefit of the doubt. Your fans were not smart to give you the benefit of the doubt on this project that you told them you were long-term on.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if something's inactive for months, if you have money in there that you don't want to lose, why keep it in there? It's inactive. It's you know what I mean?
Well, dude, I mean, people are taking you at your word. They're taking you at what you said. You said, this is long term, right? This is you in the Telegram. This is, thanks, guys. I assume everyone here is in it for the long haul to see this project come to life.
Yeah.
Anyone who invests in this should know it's a long-term project, so 1 week is not going to see results. You're the one saying people should not be looking for short-term gains. They should be looking at it at like a long-term project, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said that stuff when I was working on it, and then it just wasn't working out. So, I mean,
it didn't work out because you stopped working on it, Paul.
Yeah, I told you it's just the platform.
But you're saying you stopped because it stopped working out. But no, you stopped first, and then you said it was inactive. Then you took the money and ran.
Okay, hold on. No, that's not. I mean, sure, the way you're putting it is not false, but you make it sound like I had ill intentions from the beginning, which wasn't the case. I tried to use it.
No, listen,
there was a ton of glitches with it. There was people not donating using it. There was bad publicity, so no influencer was going to work with it, no matter how much money was in the marketing wallet. And it added a lot of stress into me.
Right.
I have everyone's, I have a lot of stuff on my shoulders with that, and I just didn't want to deal with the stress. I didn't want to deal with it, so I stopped working on it.
Listen, all of that. Maybe, let's just say, maybe we can understand that you were a little too ambitious. You couldn't do it. You're saying, I was in over my head. I get that. I was in over my head. I thought this would be an easy thing. I thought I was really excited about it. And then I wasn't. All of that, I wouldn't have called you. I'm calling you because then, after deciding that you couldn't deliver, you gave up, you decided to abandon people, then you took the money. That's what looks bad here, is that you took the money. You're not, apparently you have no plans to give it back, which is just like blowing my mind right now.
Okay.
Right. You understand that. You messed up, you failed, and you're taking other people's money who trusted you. That's why it looks bad. That's why it's a scam.
I mean, if that's what you want, if that's how you want to label it, then sure.
How would you label it? Somebody makes a bunch of promises. They don't go through with it. They don't notify the community, and then they rug pull the liquidity, 90% of the liquidity. What would you call that?
I would call it pretty logical.
Logical.
I mean, I'll put it this way: the stock market, or not the stock market, the crypto market is crashing, and the $300,000 is in there. There's two options, right? Leave the money in there, and then if BNB goes down to like $100, the money goes to shit anyways, or I could take it and the money is not just going to dust.
The money would have
wait.
never gone to dust. I mean, it just would go back to the investors when they sold out, when you told them, hey guys, I'm no longer interested in this project. I wipe my hands of it. You know, you got your 50K in, you got your 50K out, you're good, right? You didn't deliver. This is not your money. I can't believe you keep thinking of it as your money that's going away. That's your investors' money, and it should be their decision what they do with it.
Okay, I mean, that's a fair point.
Well, that's not what happened. So that's what I'm saying. When somebody who's made a bunch of promises, didn't deliver, misappropriates those funds, that's what we call a scam. You're pointing to these crypto markets, whatever, that's a scam. So, I mean, here's where it's at. Like, obviously, you know, this is something I'm definitely going to cover, but I'd prefer it if there could be some positive into this where you actually return the money to the investor so they can take their money out. That's my ideal goal. And I want to see if you here today can just put that money back in. I know you have it. You know you have it. Put the money back in the liquidity pool so that people can sell and take their money back.
They can sell. How much money do you think is invested into the coin?
What? By who?
By people who are holding it.
No. Here's the thing. I'm saying you took out $300,000. Why not put that money back in so people can sell?
Because they can already still sell.
There's only 40,000. I mean, you ripped the liquidity pool apart.
Yeah, but there's enough money in there for people who have any amounts of money to get out. 40,000, sure, doesn't seem like a lot, but there's not a lot of money invested into the coin, so there's enough for people to sell their portion.
That doesn't even make sense.
How does that not make sense?
Okay, here's the thing. Don't pretend like you don't understand how liquidity pools work. When you take them out,
I know how they work.
Okay, then why are you acting obtuse? Like, you took out $300,000. If other people had withdrawn all their money, that $300,000 wouldn't be there, would it? Even if what you're saying is, let's just say what you're saying is true, which is $40,000 is enough. Put your money back in. They'll all withdraw. There will still be that $300,000 for you if what you're saying is true, and then you can take it back out. How about you put it in there, announce to everybody that, hey, I gave up on this project, sell everything you can, take your money out, and then whatever's left, if what you're saying is true, and you know what, everyone can be made whole by this magical accounting, then you can have that $300,000 that was left over. But you know that's not true, so that's why you're hesitant to do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want to do that, obviously.
So you want to keep the money that's not yours, that you took from the project, even though you failed to deliver.
I mean, I'm not really sure what you want me to say, but yeah. I mean, I don't really, like, What do you want me to say?
I just want you to admit it's a scam.
From the start, I did not have ill intentions, but at this point... Then you
got ill intentions.
Okay, hold on. At this point, sometimes you come across places in your life and you have to scale something, right? And sometimes you have to look out for yourself more than other people.
Wow.
And, you know, that's one of these situations. And I mean, I don't really know how else to put it. I think of it like this. If somebody is still holding money into a coin that's not active for 7 months, 6 months, however long, it's the responsibility. Part of the responsibility is on them as well for being, putting too much emotion into it. Okay.
You still didn't answer what I said, which is, you said, what do you want? I said, I want you to admit this was a scam. I can tell you're having trouble saying it because you are at odds with what you did and what you think of yourself. But just tell me, just be honest. You scammed people. Whether or not you meant to do it, now you have scammed people officially and you refuse to give their money back.
Okay. I'm not going to say it was a scam because that's just, that wasn't the intention from the beginning. But
it eventually was the intention is what I'm saying.
My intention is to not fuck people over. But like I said, there come certain points
watch
in
out
your
for
life.
number one.
There come certain points in your life where you have to look out for yourself and weigh the options, right?
Oh. And what did the option say? And what did the option say?
The options say leave the money in there, or take some of the money. Like, I don't know, like what do you want me to say?
Or tell the investors, as the leader of this project, that you are no longer working on it, and take their money out while they still can.
I mean, they still can. Sure, not everyone would be able to sell, but there's not a lot of money invested into the coin.
Not anymore.
I think one of the top wallet holders has like 4 BNB.
Can you tell me how much money you made off this? I'll just call it a scam. I know you don't want to call it a scam, but it is a scam. So what did you make off this?
Well, I got 55%, and then 45% went to my developers. So I'm trying to think. I don't know, probably like 300,000.
Nice. What a good profit from doing. How long did you work on this project? Like, seriously, how long did you work? I'm just curious.
Well, like you said, it was a fork, so I don't know, a couple weeks.
$300,000. That's a good. It's a nice chunk of change. What do you plan to do with the money?
Invest into crypto, Ethereum mainly.
Okay. Cool. Well, all right. I guess that's basically all the questions. I don't want to run in circles about you. I can't believe you won't just admit it was a scam, but I think that's basically all the questions I had. I'll be reporting on this probably soon. I don't know. Did you want to say anything else?
I mean, there's not really much else to say. I've told you what my thought process is. You know, at the end of the day, there comes points where you have to look out for yourself. And I think that it's also some of the responsibility falls on the people that are still invested.
For getting scammed. Yes, I agree. They should have known not to trust influencer promises. I agree with that. You and I agree on that.
Yeah, I don't trust influencer promises. I was more saying when something is inactive, you sell.
Well,
especially
no one
when
knew it was inactive, right? Like,
dude, I didn't talk in the Telegram. I didn't do anything with the coin for months.
Right. Right after saying
any logical person would know that the project is inactive. I've invested in plenty of BSC coins, and as soon as something's not active anymore, I sell, because that's, you know, the nature of BSC.
You've been saying constantly that it's a long-term project. You're working on the platform, right? People just assumed you had done what you should have been doing, which is coding, working on the project, hiring developers, working behind the scenes. Projects do that all the time, where the team is, you don't have to constantly be in there, but they're constantly working on new updates, pushing new things, right? You worked on it for a few weeks, told everyone it was a long-term project, told everyone you were working on it, made some half-assed attempt to get a website up, and then gave up, waited till your liquidity unlocked, rugged the coin while ghosting everybody. And then now you're just saying, well, got to look out for number one, like, you know, get scammed, I guess. Like, I guess that's the message here.
I mean, would you prefer that I lie to you, or do you want me to?
No, I want you to. No, I'm happy you're telling me the truth. You know, but I think it's messed up. Like, I can be grateful that you're honest while also being like shocked and appalled that that you're so brazen about this. You know, like, it's both things are true.
Well, I mean,
this is terrible, and it's also emblematic of a wider attitude of influencers towards their fans, where they really don't care about their fans and simultaneously are fine with ripping people off, while also, I think, probably being, I don't know if you're aware of the fact that your average fan has way less money than you. So you're just taking from poor people. Like, you understand that, right?
That is definitely not, that is not a good way to put it. That's a pretty shitty way to put it, my dude.
I think it's a pretty shitty thing to do.
Sure. I mean, I can agree. Taking out liquidity is definitely not ethical. But like I said, when there, you know, sometimes you have to look out for yourself. And I think by this point, if somebody hasn't used logical reasoning to determine whether or not they should sell by this point, some of the responsibility also falls on them.
Again, what are you saying? Like, I don't disagree with you that like trusting influencers is always a mistake, right? Empty influencer promises, right? Like I agree with you. That's a problem. But if you're trying to say they made a mistake, so it makes the shitty thing that I did okay, like it's insane. Like that's crazy. And you just said like, yeah, like it's like taking from poor people. Yeah, it is. That's literally what it is. Your average viewer has way less money than you, and you took their money. And your only explanation is, well, they were too dumb to realize how these projects work, so they deserve it, I guess. I don't know if you're trying to say they deserve it. You're saying they owe some responsibility. I agree they owe some responsibility, but do they deserve to get ripped off?
No, I mean, nobody deserves that.
It's just what happened, though.
Like I said, sometimes you have to look out for yourself. I don't really know how else you want me to put it. I mean, you could say it in all these different ways to make it sound as horrible as possible. And you know what? I can agree with you on some of those things. I just don't like to put it in those specific ways because it makes it sound like that was the intention from the start, which it wasn't. But at this point, the project's dead. There's $300,000. You know what I mean?
Might as well be Paul's. Might as well be yours, right?
I mean, sure.
Yeah, you took it. Well, I mean, for you, I don't expect this will matter much. You can just lay low, ride the $300,000 out, and you'll be fine. I hope I could say the same thing about whoever put the money into this project. Yeah,
so say all the negatives. If you're gonna say all the negatives, maybe say some of the positives too. When the coin released, there were scam coins, or like coins that were had the same name as my coin, and people who bought those, I gave them money. I probably gave people, I don't even know, maybe $30,000-$40,000 of my own money to people who bought fake projects, or if somebody DM'd me and said they put like a couple thousand in, I gave them like maybe 30% of it back. Like, I was doing things to try to help people out, but at a certain point, you can't help people out. So if you're going to say all the negatives,
well,
you might as well
when you have $300,000, you by definition can still help people out, right? Like, again, I'm not telling you have to lose money on your project. I'm saying just give back everything else. And you're saying, no, you still want to profit from a project you self-admit you did the minimum amount of work on, got bored, gave up, but you still want to basically pocket the money and just say like, yeah, well, it was their fault for basically trusting me. Anyways, we're running in circles. You're saying like I'm putting this in bad ways. I think it's shitty. So, I mean, I'm just trying to recap. I just can't believe that nothing in this is like sparking a response that makes you feel bad, that would make you want to return this money, because it's very much within your power to do so. And you and I both know that. So I don't know why you're acting like it has to end with like you being the bad guy here. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. I'm trying to like get you to return the money because it's 100% still available and you could do that. So that's what I'm not understanding is I want to get to that point. I don't think we're going to get there. So I don't know what there is to talk about.
If you want the answer, yeah, I could give the money back. It is within my power. But I'm going to look out for myself and not do that. I don't like know what else to say. That's just the most honest answer.
Do you think the FBI should get involved with cases like this, or like the SEC, or do you think like people like you should be prosecuted?
No.
Why not? I mean, I'm just saying, crypto is very unregulated right now, but fraud is still a crime. I'm just asking you. I'm not saying you're guilty of anything. I'm not accusing you of that. I'm just asking, what do you think should happen to people who scam or take money or, take people's money from a project that they didn't do much of? What do you think should happen to them?
Well, I mean, if they just rug pull from the beginning, then yeah, that would be really extra shitty, and they should probably face some kind of repercussions.
Mm-hmm. Do you think like civil or like criminal?
Well, since it's unregulated, I suppose civil.
Mm-hmm. So people have gone to jail for crypto. I mean, that it still can be prosecuted as fraud. So it's actually like more of the like whether it's a security that's not very well understood. But you can still commit crimes with crypto. Obviously, everybody knows that. But I guess what you're saying is that as long as you wait like a few months before you rug pull, then you're good.
I'm saying that I gave it a try. It was too stressful. I didn't want to do it. It was getting too much, shit on it. And, the platform was scuffed and people weren't using it. People were finding glitches in it. And I just didn't want to deal with it. And that's really
your last post in the Telegram was on the 30th of July. When did it launch?
June.
And when in June? Do you know? So you tried for like 2 months?
Late June.
Or like a couple weeks?
Yeah, you can see whether or not a project's going to do well within a couple weeks based on the attitude of everyone in the project.
Okay. So you had good intentions for a couple weeks.
Okay. I had good intentions for a while. I had personal stuff going on shortly after that happened where I had to take time off streaming. And then I just didn't want to deal with the stress of it. I mean, I don't really know what you're wanting me to say. I don't know what do you want from me? You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you.
I want you to return the money, but I think you're pretty determined on that, huh?
Determined on what?
I said I want you to return the money, but I guess you're pretty determined not to.
I mean, there's risks involved with everything, right?
Well, this isn't a matter of risk. This is just a matter of you making a decision to do the right thing.
Right. This is an ethical problem, and I agree. And I agree that it's not a good move in terms of ethics, but sometimes you have to look out for yourself. Okay.
All right. I think that's all I can...
Would you rather me be honest, or would you rather me sit here and bullshit you and get nowhere? I mean...
I'd rather you return the money. That's my ideal. Second is I'd rather you be honest. And third, yeah, bullshitting's the worst. So I guess we're somewhere in the middle here. But anyways,
I did at the beginning help people get money back. But like I said, at a certain point, when it becomes some of the responsibility is on them. And I did feel bad.
Don't try to justify this. This is insane. You can't try to justify this. You know it's wrong. You're deciding to do the unethical thing. Don't try to code it. Don't try to code it in some I tried. You didn't try, right? You decided to do the unethical thing. You're doubling down. Don't try to code it in some oh, I don't know. It's the responsibility. You are deciding to do the shitty thing. You know that, and you're still doubling down. And that's where we're gonna have to leave it.
Yeah, I mean, I am doubling down. Do you not agree though? Some of the responsibility is on people who, if you're still holding something that's inactive for months, sure, okay, maybe they have faith in me, whatever, but that's not a good.
That's your fans, dude. That's your fans. These are people who followed you since they were kids. They admire you. They look up to you. That's the people you're saying. Well, that's their fault. Loser gets scammed.
Well, okay. First of all, the coin was a very niche part of my community. I didn't really advertise it to my entire whole community. I advertised it to a niche part that understands crypto.
Again, so, I can't deal with, look, I can deal with you being honest. I can't deal with trying to justify what you, I prefer the honesty of yeah, I just,
I'm not trying to justify it, but you're saying that I'm trying to scam my entire fan base. That's not true.
I said your fans are the buyers. I didn't say your entire fan base. I said your fans are the ones who are holding the coin. So it's the diehard fans in your community.
And my fans and crypto people, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, that's all really there is, I guess. Thanks for being. I do appreciate you being honest. I do believe you're extremely honest here, and I do believe this is one of the shittiest things I've seen in a while. Okay, all right, that's it. Thanks, man.
All right, bye. Later.
All right, hi, Anita. But I really appreciate that guy. He was not holding it back. He was continuously answering that questions. No.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
he
first of all,
still decided to come on online, put his face in the live session, and keep on answering and justifying. Though it's a shitty thing, he keep on justifying that. Sometimes you have to look after yourself. Hey, you come on, man! You have rugged almost 300,000 people's money, and then you are saying that sometime you have to
Yeah.
look for yourself.
Yeah. So I think this brings about a lot of things when we assess I think projects, right? First of all, are the tokens, liquidity pool, can it be tampered with? Who have access to that? Who is the team behind it? Um,
So today we come to know one criteria, no? If you're inactive for the project for 1 month, we should take out the money.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
if that's the case, Blocktopia is inactive from 1 month. Hero is inactive from 1 month. There are so many project is inactive from a month.
yeah.
So
I think not to put down any projects, but to the communication with the key stakeholders, the retail investors, I think Manish is very important. I think
yeah,
great, those great projects, I don't know what they are doing. I don't see updates on the roadmap. Maybe for Meta Hero we did cover, we see something that is moving, but like for Block, quiet. Only I think a recent AMA that came out. Now we have to look at a lot of angles, the fundamentals of the
yeah.
token, who's the people behind, what is their track record, have had successful track record in terms of blockchain, do they understand what kind of skill sets, how big is the team. It's quite sad. I mean, I don't know how many. I mean, looking at
Yes.
this token, let me share my screen. Just looking at this token, it looks so. I mean, a lot of people just got duped by this, right? So the
One
CX,
thing, one thing, what he mentioned is really true. What he mentioned that if he leave it 300K at some point, the Binance will go $100,
poss-
and
ah,
then that the money will go on a dust or a waste. But he should have informed his
mm,
community that, okay guys, by this date if you are not taking out your money, then probably the all liquidity will be cleared. A crisp and clear message would have given to a community in a Telegram channel or in his website that,
yeah,
guys, by this date you should take out your money. After
yeah,
that, if somebody is not taking it out, then
mm,
is the user fault.
correct,
Then it's the user fault, or you have given a clear message to the community, but still they choose, or they are not taking your words seriously, and they are not so active to see the communications, then it's their fault. But
yeah.
he silently means it's someday he decided to take out.
Yeah, decided to just take out I mean, he has put himself also out there, people got his trust, then he
Actually,
lost.
as he was mentioning it again and again, he was telling that from the day one there was not an intention to rug, but things didn't work out, or
Yeah,
maybe
on maybe on
he's
his personal
lazy.
life certain
Yeah,
things
he was
happen.
lazy to move forward this project, or he thought that, okay, it's just an easy money, I take out 300K, dump it in a Ethereum, let the money go grow, and then I enjoy.
Yeah, and look at this, on the website they put that lock liquidity of the tokens 31%, but yet was it really locked? This is something, Manish, we have to explore. That's why
Oh, that's why
things.
in morning you asked me, can you check
Yeah,
for certain project whether the in a smart contract it's
yeah.
really
So
low.
we
But
should look for.
you should just to let you know, the creators, the developers has all the privilege and rights in the system and the smart contract to play with.
Understood, but I know, I think from Richard Hart, founder of Hex, when they actually locked their tokens and
Lock
got
it
it
means,
certified,
mm,
the certification will
that,
check with that, do they have the key or they don't have the key. That lock in that code is what we need to ascertain, but
mm.
not on a marketing website where you put this word LOCKED.
Correct,
This
correct,
has to
correct,
be
correct.
locked from the
It
code.
should be on locked on certain wallet where you don't know that that wallet
Mm.
accessibility, you do not have it.
You do not have, and it has to be certified by great companies like Certic, So these are things, Manish, we as we go.
Yeah, good learning and very
Very
nice video you have shared today.
Yeah.
If people has not watched it, I think those who, if you get a time as and when, go and watch this video which we have covered today. It's really eye opening. It's eye opener kind of video. That is, now we got so many ideas that
Yeah.
what and all we should look for before investing, because we are so excited if new project comes. Hey, this
Exactly.
guy is going to rock it and
Yeah.
make our
And
money
then
in
we
a 10x,
chill.
20x.
And then we have a responsibility also, Manish, because we are YouTube content creators.
Yeah, of
We
course, yeah.
we have to do our due diligence also, so that the people that are watching these videos don't get led to go and invest in something that is so scamish. I mean, we can't control someone's intent. He might have certain personal things which he did not share, that we do not know his situation, but taking 300 over thousand, and I don't know, when I look at this now, I mean, looking at the Binance Smart Chain, they have like 5,000 addresses. I don't even know whether these people are aware, and I don't think it's only at 5,000. I believe those that are aware have already sold it off, took whatever money, and he left 42,000 for them. Although now I'm not too sure how this will work out in terms of the FBI or SEC.
In the entire conversation, there was some funny moments also, where the guy is really smart. The guy who was taking interview, he somehow locked him out that he has to agree that it's a scam, though he was justifying it with the
Yeah, he
one
tried to
word.
justify.
He was just justifying it in one word. No, sometime you have to look at yourself. But he literally make him to accept it, that it's a scam.
Yeah,
This is what you have done it.
yeah. So I
I
guess, yeah,
appreciate both. I appreciate both, because the other guy also choose to come online and do such kind of justifications, and he was literally answering all the questions being asked.
yeah,
He never say that no, this I'll not be able to answer, or my project not allowing me to answer, which other people does this.
right.
Wow,
Crazy time. So
crazy time, crazy.
lesson for all of us, especially those who are creators, they can be dogs. Bottom line is, you got to look at the code. You got to really know the codes, and I think that's where someone like Manish has this kind of experience, and we're going to start to look from an audit perspective
I think
before.
moving forward, whichever coin we will come up, right, we will try to cover those areas and
Yeah,
those part, and we will highlight it here.
highlight.
But what we have done, actually, we have done our due diligence. If you see any project which we have covered it, and the moment we sense that is something going down or
We
something, we
share.
have informed our communities.
Yeah,
We have talked
that's
about Ring. We have talked about many other things in the past,
right.
and we are also informing in our Telegram group. I think the recent incident which I remember is the Metaverse Pro, right?
Yeah,
Where they decided to move it to other platform. We
right.
with full responsibility, we have informed our community,
Yeah,
those
even
who
Time Wonderland also, that also recently, after the WIP, they decided, I think Daniel decided to continue this project. Still certain things are, so Time
charge
Wonderland was still.
also. I think it's reducing it. The wallet numbers are drastically going down. So probably, yeah, that's one thing which we should also update it in some
Yeah.
video.
So yeah, that's all I think we have today, guys. Thanks for joining us
Yeah,
today.
hopefully, guys, this is something different, which it's really had a good Wayne's ideas that to bring in front of you guys, and it's really lots of learning today.
Yeah,
After watching that videos, we gave us, now we have certain checklist, but that checklist was not enough. But after watching these videos, we
now
will
we will
further
have.
fine tune our
Yeah,
checklist, and that checklist will work for moving forward for other projects which we are selecting.
exactly. So that's all we have for today, guys. Thanks for joining us. Do comment in the section below. If there's something that you have seen, that you can add to your take on it. Basically, we're happy to hear your take on this entire video. So with that, we'll see you tomorrow, same time,
See
same
you
channel.
guys.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Diamond watch, you better rock a tech. You want the chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you